One life is all you need in Magic to win. Look at the sadness in their eyes now. Beautiful sadness is all that I wanna do. That's why I play Mono Blue. What up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MTG Malone. Did my voice just crackle? Oh, that's just how I talk. Alright, thank you guys very freaking much for doing it. I hope you're having the most beautiful freaking Valentine's Day. Yesterday was Friday the 13th, and I didn't even realize. I just totally, while I'm recording this, just before that, I saw something on Facebook, and that is the reason why I know it. Yes, I'm still using Facebook, okay? Just for, doom scrolling. That is. Hey! Hug your loved ones. Whoever it is. Your cat, your dog, your favorite cactus. I don't care. For me, it's this Pokemon. I'm just joking around. But enough with the hammering. Let's get into the... No, I'm blue Dabedi Dabedi hammering. Make the joke as much as you want. I'm not going to do it. So yeah, here's the deck. I took 3 whole streams to make this deck work. It went through a lot of different versions, and this one is the one that made me very happy. There was a Lochmere in here, there was other cards in here, it didn't have Aetherize, but what is the deck? It's Mono Blue Tempo. The worst kind of deck that you could play if you don't know how to play Magic. Literally, Blue Tempo is the reason I got good at Magic. Because I played against it, and I was flabbergasted how hard I got beaten, with them only having 1 or 2 life left. And then I played it, and I lost every game, and I was like, how did they do that? Well, because you need to be super smart. Super smart. Every little bit of damage counts. What is tempo, you might ask? Well, if you're new to Magic and you don't know what tempo is all about, tempo is about the control on the board, just, controlling, the speed of the game. If you're the one that's controlling the speed of the game, that is very, very good, There's way more, in-depth freaking explanations for it, but the slowest one, for example, would you play a Floodpits Drowner onto an empty board? Usually would say, oh, I keep it and play something else. If you don't have anything better, having a 2-1 on the battlefield at the end of your opponent's turn, that then attacks in for 2 the next turn, that is a tempo play. Because you prefer having the damage instead and the board presence instead of the effect, So you're going rather for the tempo play than for the smart, I wouldn't even say smart, but the cautious play, you would say, oh, maybe I just keep this for another situation. Not with this deck. Not with this deck. You counter only the things that keep you from dealing damage. You remove only the things that would kill you or keep you from dealing damage. That is all that you care for. Don't let your opponent be faster than you, and if they are faster than you, disrupt them long enough so that you can beat them down with your flyers. We got some new tools that make this even freaking possible. So let's talk about the new cards, finally, after 3 minutes of explaining that this is not an easy deck. And that is why it was so hard to build. So we have new cards with the Flitterwing Nuisance, For example, this was a card that I had 3 or 4 of in here, because I was like, oh, it's so good with 3, remove a counter, all creatures now draw you a card if they deal combat damage. But it was never worth it. It was worth it once or twice, and every time that it was, I was very happy having it. But in the most cases, the Spectral Sailor on turn 1 in instant speed is just better. Especially if you are on the draw. If you're going second, having the Spectral Sailor instead of the Flitterwing Nuisance is the difference between keeping up a Spell Snare for a turn 2 play by your opponent, or not having it and then losing to Badger Mole. Easy as that. So yeah, the that is why I cut down the Flitterwing Nuisance that Flitterwing Nuisance. Oh my god. I just can't read sometimes. Flitterwing Nuisance, I literally thought it would be good, but like making this like a, you know, a tempo instant speed kind of deck was just better. Then, what are the other new cards? Well, Spell Snare. It's a reprint. We already talked about it, but here it is. Glen Elendra Guardian. Flash, flying, enters with a -1/-1 counter on it, just like this. You can remove a counter. In this case, you pay 3 to remove the counter. Now all of your creatures that deal damage to your card. In this case, you pay 2 to remove a counter and counter a non-creature spell. It has to exist. You cannot just remove the counter for nothing. It has to have a target. And then its controller draws a card. But here's the thing, back to tempo. If that is a board wipe, and the other card is a creature, you just won the game. Easy as that. So what are other ways to just be super efficient with the deck? Of course we have counter spells, like Phantom Interference. Why is this so good in here? Because it also makes you a body. So the 2/2 flyer can make the difference between winning or losing. Let's say that your opponent is on 2 life. But you're about to lose, you know, and you have like a 1/1 flyer Spectral Sailor on the battlefield. They attack you because you would be dead if you don't block, you know. So now you make yourself a 2/2 flyer for mana, hey, and then you win the game. You know, that is what I mean. Always like think about the turn afterwards. We have Spell Snare for like the early game. 3 steps ahead to also copy creatures. If you copy, for example, a Floodpits Drowner with this and tap down the creature, super good. Yes, it costs 4 mana, but it's absolutely worth it. So yeah, that is some nice things that you can do. We have Faebloom Trick to tap him down. Instant speed during their turn. In the end step, they play a new creature, we tap it down, and we have 2 flyers now. A Floodpits Drowner to tap him down. Talking about counter spells, also Detect Intrusion, which is super good. There's such a nice thing to do. If you do a Spectral Sailor attacked in, and you have 2 mana open, you can Detect Intrusion for 1, return it to your hand, and then just play it again, you know? Do you have to? No, but you can do it. You can do it. Like, if it, like, protects your, like, dude, why not do it, you know? It is very fun. And you can also, like, we need this for Caballero. Like, there's no way around it. I played without it. I added it. Bam, we beat every Caballero deck that came our way so easily. So, yeah. Belion the Parched, aka Hydro Man. Such a good card. It's ramp. It's mono blue ramp. This enters as an elemental villain, which is super good. And whenever you cast a spell, it gets +1, a blue spell during your turn. It gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Why do I say during your turn? Because it needs to be a creature. Because at the beginning of your end tap, you untap this and it turns into a land. Super good. We're playing the best blue spell right now. Consult the star charts. It just makes every deck so good. It's just insane how much value you get out of this. It's also crazy how used we get to this kind of stuff. I remembered when Memory Deluge was the card that everybody hated for the value. Now we have this, and it's way more Borkin, you know? Way more Borkin, in my opinion. Because it has the flexibility in the early game. So that is very crazy good. Tishana's Tidebinder. Such an MVP. You can like the art style or not, I love it. It's such an MVP. You counter up to 1 target activated or triggered ability. Caballero, yeah, that's a triggered ability. But always wait until they return the creature, because that way they also exile it. And then when the creature's trigger is on the stack, that is when you Tishana's Tidebinder it. If it is a creature or a planeswalker that you counter the ability of, it will lose that ability until Tishana's Tidebinder leaves the game. So, or the battlefield. So that means that if you like counter a planeswalker ability, or if you counter the Simulacrum Synthesizer ability, now they get nothing for it. It's absolutely freaking amazing. How do we draw cards? Well, consult the star charts, Flitterwing Nuisance, and of course, Enduring Curiosity. Still such a good card. And if they full swing, just Aetherize them. We have 2 Demolition Field to destroy their manlands, because we need our Into the Flood Maw for their creatures, and 19 lands, so a total of 21 lands. You know what's very weird? We had 1 game in like 20 games where I played different versions of the deck, where I got stuck on 2 lands. 1 singular game. I got flooded more with this deck than not. Crazy. Something about 21 lands in the algorithm weirds out the algorithm. And if you have any opinion about that, let me know down below. I would love to hear it. As you know, the crazier the theory is, the better. So thank you so very freaking much. This is no blue Dabedi. I'm MTG Malone, and I was you. And I was Blue Dabedi. Oh, damn it, games. We're up against Marty VDP, so that is the lore behind the hat. Is there any... I don't know. I really, really don't know that. Grimace. Hey, it's not a rant. It's not a rant. You know, most Germans, yeah, it's a watermelon, exactly. Most Germans speak very good English nowadays, so that's just a freaking fact. Alright, we do attack, we do snack, we do protect. Let us see what we play here. Bring in a Drowner. I want to do this. Bring in another Drowner if I can. You know, as a German myself, I must say that it's, the Old English was always very, very funny. Alright? We have nothing against that. We had, like, no counter spells, no nothing. But I believe that we can easily win the tempo game. Alright, sorry, I'm super concerned straight away about, like, how this game might be going. This already 8 damage, you know? The Detect Intrusion is, like, the perfectest thing that we could have drawn here. Yo, we will have 2 mana available for whatever we want to do. I think this game is in the sack. I was doing this mono blue. I just, like, I put in Spell Snare. I got some cards out. I think I needed a new version. I wasn't liking the version, so yeah. Repurposing Bay. Yeah, that is absolutely fine with me. How are we reacting to that? Not at all. This is only sorcery speed, right? Right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. They can block 2. Let's see if we find something that we can use here, actually. No. I hope to find a, what's-his-face? A fish thingy, you know? The fish thingy. I'm not throwing away my perfectly fine creatures. Or am I? I am, because the only thing that I would really hate is, like, you know, something... I was more afraid that they would remove something with the repurposing base, so that is why I didn't do anything. I will keep up the Detect Intrusion here, just, you know, return something to my hand. We'll see what we do here. That is 2 life. Okay. We do have 3 attack here. I mean, they do have a lot of mana, you know? Which should I return? Which one do I return? With this one I can reset and draw more cards, so I think I'm returning this one. They still have the repurposing base, so don't get fooled. They're still looking very, very good here. But I will keep up the Tishana's Tidebinder now. I might just get... Alright. Let's see what they even do here, you know? Maybe we can afford to bring in Glen Elendra and just counter whatever they're doing. But there is a chance that I have to bring in the Tishana's Tidebinder. We will see, though. Like, this is a tempo game if I've ever seen one. Yo. I don't think I could have done anything differently. Like, I think every choice that I made was the right one. Perilous Snare. I think this is okay. We counter this. They're forced to do something about this now. They can use their repurposing bay again to get something, you know, whatever. But this, I think this forced their hand the most. Oh, wait, they sacrificed... Wait, what? Didn't they have... Oh, the Enigma Jewel is also under there. Oh my god, underwear? I made you say underwear. Oh my god, that's the worst joke I know, and I always have to think about it. Like, always. The thing is, if they sack this, I get all of this back and I tap their creatures down, so... Yo, this is DJ Pikachu Remix, bro. DJ Pikachu Remix. Are they getting the Fire Crystal? Okay, that's... Good game. Nice. And now... Good game. Okay. We'll just attack in. Boom. Artifact decks have been taking the beating lately when it came to me. I don't know how I do it, but I beat them. Oh, yo, we even won here. Yo, but with the rank up. Let's go, baby. Winning the first game of the day. What's up with that? We're up against Samut. Grimace. Yes, Grimace. For like only having 2 of them or 1 of them in the deck, we draw this a lot. So, going first here is pretty good. You think they would just be shooting that? That is fine with me if they do that. Because that means that my Belion will most likely survive. So we're good with that. Another land. Okay. Not bad. Passing a turn here. So this is blue ramp. This is blue ramp. This is what is up. Blue freaking ramp. They're... Oh my lord. Because it's artifact. Because it's artifacts, yeah. Because it's elementals. He's an elemental. Batman is a scientist. Alright, we might be bringing in the cat here, actually. Let him attack in first. Then we see what they do. Internight Stories. I think using that moment to bring in the cat is pretty good. Because, like, we can counter stuff, you know? The Winter Night Stories by itself is okay, but they're out of mana, they did all of this, I will just slam the cat. Maybe I should have waited until they discard. I was greedy, I want to say, hey, I have something way better. Alright, yeah, that is all fine and dandy. Now we attack in. I want to return the cat to my hand. Not happening. I need to draw 2 cards here. And attack you for a 7 also, by the way. Yo. Land, please, and a counter spell. No, but the Floodpits Drowner is also very good here. Okay. Today we'll be doing their darndest to get rid of my cat here. Okay. Thunderflock? Is that you? They're going to 2. Right. Then. Alright. I'm doing this. Land. Floodpits Drowner number 2. Oh my god, like my brain is like in hyper mode. Oh, the Eddie Murphy crab. Okay. Let's see if we find, not really useful here. Okay. We're still drawing a card and bringing him down to 1. And we do have a Spell Snare here. Okay. I don't know if the Spell Snare will be useful for anything, but here's the Sunder Flock now. But here's the thing, I still just play down the, you know. You can attack in freely, bruh. They don't have any responses. Doesn't that mean that they're just dead, though? They might have a bounce off or something. Wasn't this the end of their turn? Oh my god, we got him. We got him! Boom! Mono Blue is through magic. Get out of here. We're up against the Magic Fox. How am I supposed to win? Grimace! Well, that's a start. Alright, so we can go Flitterwing Nuisance, Belion, into Spectacular Sailor. I don't know why I said spectacular. I was listening to some Spider-Man stuff before. Maybe that is why. Maybe that is why. Spectacular Spider-Man. I need to stop doing the arm thingy. I don't know why I'm doing that. The Sass's Chocobro, okay. We also do have the Spell Snare now, which is one of the best things that could happen here. Because they will be trying to bring down something that costs 2. Because it's turn 2, you know? That's just logical. Well, maybe I was wrong. It looks like I was wrong. They're keeping up the escape tunnel. I guess for a Belion? The heck do I know? Maybe I just don't attack in, you know? Magic Fox. Oh yeah, exactly. Like, some people ranting about Spider-Man and stuff. Oh my gosh. How are we still having lands here? Like, this deck, wow. Okay, we'll just do this now. And not attack in with Belion. Like, the one thing that I fear the most right now is Badger Mole, and also, oh my, the Enduring Curiosity is very, very good. And also, what's his face? The Ice Dude. You don't like to play Cube Draft? I do like Cube Draft, but usually like when I'm, you know, recording videos, I do it in Standard. The Ice Still Explorer. Thank you, person, it doesn't exist. Okay, they didn't crack it. Means no Ice Still Explorer in sight? Is that what is up? I would like that. This is too good for you to have. Here is a very specific spell that targets weirdly only this one spell that you were just about to play. Isn't that nice? Do you think they will be attacking in now? There's another Zaz Chocobro. I really hope they attack in. Very good. Very good. You are good, Magic Fox. Thank you for attacking in. I appreciate that. So thanks to the magic of Magic Shuffler, in our 21 land deck, we never miss out on lands. So yeah, that is very, very good. Alright, so we do snack in here. That is 5 damage, still due to Kisser. Okay, and then we do this. The one thing that we care the most about is keeping up our Faebloom Trick soon. Oh, the Into the Flood Maw is the perfect pickup here. Oh my god. Just like the Forage Trabajo. No, I have no idea what they're called, but I want to make like a pickup commercial here. I thought that was kind of funny. Mossborn Hydra doesn't have freaking haste, right? Doesn't have haste. Okay. So, we do have answers to pretty much everything, but we cannot just go attack in nilly-willy. So what I will be doing is attack in only with these. Draw 2 cards still. I mean, the card advantage is clearly on our side. Now we can, like, you know, bring in the Glen Elendras, stuff like that. We have Detect Intrusion, we have Tishana's Tidebinder now even. Oh my god, we just can shut down the Hydra straight away. Pass to end turn. I don't need this consult the star charts right now, not at all. Like, my hand is so full of cards. Oh, my brain is like in hyper mode. Traveling Chocobro. Let's go. Can only pay 1 because they never cracked their escape tunnel. That was their biggest mistake in their lives. See, if they only played the land here, like, what? What are we even talking about here? What are you talking about? Shut it down. Maybe they don't think far enough. And if they do, they still will be, like, left with a just attack, no block creature. No trample creature, you know? I stumbled onto the formula for changelings. That is a very, very good. Yes, I did the Hive Pool also. I could go ahead and Detect Intrusion that, but once more, that makes no difference whatsoever. So if the triggers, if not the triggers, if the forgot the word, if the stack, if they just keep passing priority the moment that the land enters. I know they don't have anything, alright. So they do have something in their hand, but whatever it is, I can just, like, remove them, you know, with the Into the Flood Maw. But that is fine. As long as it's not a fight spell. And maybe they still just attack in. Like, I have answers to literally everything in my hand. Okay. 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 I mean, I really, really don't care about that. And what do you think happens now? This is still only 17, you know? One life is all you need in Magic to win. Look at the sadness in their eyes now. Beautiful sadness is all that I wanna do. That's why I play Mono Blue. Okay, maybe it was more than a second. Maybe it was exactly 36 seconds. Do we like this hand? Do we like this hand? It does have everything we want, right? Yeah, we're keeping it. Hello, friendly waiver of the hand. Hello. Oh, Spell Snare is the best card to have if you're going second, man. Beautiful. Here's a Spectral Sailor boy. He was a sailor boy. Said see you later, boy. Know what is the best part about Spectral Sailor? The moment you have 2 mana, you can just Spider Sense him and Floodpits Drowner. No. No. You can just Spider Sense him and bring him back. I like that. Alright. We don't have anything. Nice. We can now slam our own Floodpits Drowner here again. If we want to, but I don't want to. I want to do this. This is the first time we're not drawing way too many lands. Their own Spell Snare. Nice. Alright. So... Requiting Hex. Alright, I just played a Floodpits Drowner then or something. We really like not drawing lands here at all. Terriblest. Another Spell Snare. Here's the thing though, like our opponent's hand is like completely freaking empty and ours is completely full. You think they counter this as well? Okay. Let's do this now. Because they don't have anything in their hand. Alright. So the opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. Shoot the sheriff. That's fine. We can consult the star charts here. Draw land, hopefully. Oh, the next 2 cards would have been lands? Oh, no. Okay. We do have Faebloom Trick. We do have Aetherize. They draw all the lands in the world, man. All of them. Okay, we're in a very, very good spot here. We don't need to do anything, you know? Slam down Tishana. We destroy Tishana. Enduring Curiosity. Okay. Block here like this. They draw 1 card, that is fine. But I can do this now. Good. How good was that for them? All right. I love that for us. They drew a counter spell here. Hey, there's nothing I can do about that. That was 4 lands in a row. Can we please appreciate that for what it is? For absolute madness. So I kind of reset the game, you know, but they have way more stuff than we do. Should just cast Kaito here. Let me cast Kaito. And still survey.
I love a dramatic entrance.
I would still survey if I were you.
I thrive in the dark.
All right. We're tapping down the Restless Reef. And we're blocking Kaito. Can I give him any card advantage here now? Spyglass Siren is very good for them. I think we lost the game the moment that we were like not finding lands for a long time, and then we got milled for lands. It's so funny to me, man. That is literally the funniest part of it. We'll draw another land here, right? Yeah, wow. Damn, boy. Damn, boy. Alright. We're passing the turn here. I have to try to ambush Kaito. What I have to do here. If you have a counter spell or a removal, we're just like... out of there, man. But if they don't, hey, maybe we can ambush Kaito here. Well, I'll be darned. Can't do anything about that. I really can't. The Requiting Hex was very... ah, come on.
You're not going anywhere.
Alright, passing the turn. Like, returning Kaito wouldn't do anything. They would get me for exact lethal still. Alright. Blocking here like this. Turn you, take 5, go to 2. We don't look too fancy here right now, not gonna lie. There ain't much we can do here. Oh wait, I lose to Cecile, right? Oh no, they only lose the life. Okay, for a second here I thought I would also lose the life.
My eyes are as sharp as my sword.
I'm so scared. Floodpits Drowner is actually amazing here. Okay, passing the turn. Like, Kaito is so gosh darn annoying, man. Kaito is so gosh darn annoying. Alright, Floodpits Drowner coming down. Stepping you. They attack. We do block here like this. Go down to 1. Counter this. We have to. Like, they can have any blockers here. What else do you have? Alright.
I've got them pinned. Press the attack.
Main problem is that we're still not drawing land, so like the expensive stuff that our deck does, not happening. How much is this? 4 and this is 4, yeah. We tried our best, man. We fought hard, but you know, it wasn't hard enough. Or maybe, I don't know. The 2 lands for 7 turns were just hard. Hard to deal with them. Get out of here. We're up against Gao Pepe. Alright. They're going first. Well, I like our curve here. And Spell Snare is very, very good. Alright, they are, what's it called? No, the deck. Yeah, this deck. I don't want him to have this. Alright, Detect Intrusion. Not the best thing ever. Alright. Curiosity killed the cat. But we will see what they have here. I need to tempo it up as much as I can. Am I willing to bring in the cat for the card advantage? No, I think the board advantage is more important here. That is fine. We deal him 3 here, but what we can do is just either we counterspell the thing they bring in. Oh, and we can also detect intrusion. Oh, that is just perfect. Oh, wait, it's not a triggered ability. Oh, that's fine. We'll see what they do here. Bringing in the Pinnacle Star Cage. That is, though. I'm giving up you for this. And now if they want to play something, we can still counterspell it. They're going this far, they must be scared. Oh, Tishana, I love you so much right now. Oh my god. Binding every tide. Every single one, man. We just need to protect our stuff, right? Alright. Oh my gosh. This is 6 to the kisser. Me drawing 2. Oh, I'm telling you, this deck doesn't stand a chance. I'm just too smart. We don't need to do anything here. We just keep the board as it is. Play fired bricks. Okay. Like, there's a 100% chance that we will bring in the Tishana's Tidebinder here. That is super fine. They will just, like, use the clay-fired bricks here. And whatever enters, we Tishana's Tidebinder it. Because it will be 9,000% an artifact. Exactly. Right. Getting rid of the Perilous Snare. And then we just Faebloom Trick him. That's a great way to stay in shape. Imagine. Imagine. Playing artifacts in a world where Tishana's Tidebinder exists. Imagine. Get out of here. I had to do the joke at the end in the intro. The deck was so good. I loved it. Once more, we had one game where we got like screwed with lands, and it was also like one of the games we lost. So no surprise there. I think, you know, the changes that I made to the deck, taking out cards that just made it like not tempo, but just like, here's a good creature. I'm very happy with that. I'm very, very happy with that. Like, this version is like, if you want to play a mono blue tempo deck, this is it. I tried to make it as much as a fairy deck as I could without going like Dimir. Didn't work out. So what we have makes me very happy. Hey, if you are still here, please let me know your opinions about the Shuffler. I would love to hear that every freaking weird coincidental, you know, thing that happens that might be a conspiracy theory about the Shuffler, I want to hear it. Also, if you post your opinion, be ready that there will be somebody telling you that you are stupid, because that is how the internet works. If that happens, ignore it, okay? You're doing it for me, not for them. Will I believe everything you said? Hell no. I will not believe everything you say, but I will, of course, read it. And I will, like, you know, put it all in my little book of conspiracy theories that I like to chuckle about. Because they're just so close to the truth. So thank you all so very freaking much. I hope you enjoyed. Hey, huge shout out to all of my patrons and members. Huge shout out to everybody that supports me wherever. Check out my Instagram. Check out my, that's it, Instagram. You'll find me there. MTG Malone. Just do it. I don't post on Twitter at all anymore. Like, what for? You know, I just have it. I have it. I go there like once every 2 to 3 days. But I don't care about Twitter at all. So yeah, check out my Instagram though. I would appreciate that. I'm trying to get it to 1,000, and then we will be doing a giveaway. We're like 3 people away, so go ahead, push the button. I would appreciate it. And until then, remember, my friend, if you're waking up tomorrow morning, it's a beautiful, beautiful face of yours in the mirror, that all of you are pretty freaking sweet. I'm MTG Malone, and I will see you all around.